Well, I studied electrical engineering, and when I was 22, I think, I started working at a TV channel, still as a student, and I worked there for more than 18 years. I came to be, with the years, I came to be the technical manager or the director of engineering. So in this TV station, the owners also have operations on cable TV, satellite TV, and radio. So I have an excellent experience with all those technologies and ways to reach the people. So I love working with teams of technicians and knowing about the application of what I have studied theoretically at the blackboard, but to see in real life and working for the people, for the audiences, to get to know what is producing information for entertainment and so on. So it has been an excellent experience. And after that, after those 18 years, I moved to academia. So I obtained my PhD. During all my career, I have been working at the university, either as an assistant or a professor. But once I obtained my PhD, my main dedication to academia. In these last years, I am researching. So something that looked very far from me and from my country. I can tell you more about that later. Well, now I'm doing that. Okay. Well, the main lessons are that, for example, that you have to get involved with people, with partners, with colleagues. For example, my involvement with BTS led me to imagine some things that I couldn't even imagine. I met people for which I have heard in many papers and have read in the news. So people who has been driven the advancements of the technology. So I have met them. I brought them to my country, to my city, so my colleagues knew also them. So, for example, talking about BTS, the Broadcast Technology Society of IEEE has brought us and me, I mean my colleagues from my city and my country, the BTS has brought us great opportunities to network and to know people and to get close to technology and to the development of the technology, to understand correctly, to understand where is the technology leading to. So it is a great opportunity. Upcoming? Oh, well, you see that there are many new technologies that are very important, like 4K and even 8K, HDR. That HDR is now at home of the audience, but it still has to undergo some standardization way. So for example, in the symposium tomorrow we have an interesting talk about 4K workflow, and well, it's said that virtual reality is going to be the next step. So for that, there are people researching on 8K, on the quality of experience that we subjects experience when looking at virtual reality and its different resolutions and so on. So that is very important. Another technology that is promising is interactivity, and there are some standards that are now being deployed. So we have to see if those technologies are going to be finally employed by the people or not. That will be the truth. Finally, and the most important trend we see nowadays is streaming. The consumption of audiovisual contents through streaming, through the internet, is growing and growing worldwide. In my country, it's wide, so about 70% of the households have fiber to the home. So most people, and especially the young people, their consumption is over internet. So that is a major trend we can see, and that brings also technological challenge for us, the engineers. We have to worry on how those contents. We have to worry about those contents reaching the audience correctly, in excellent conditions, so the audience has the best experience, you see. So that brings many technical challenges different from other technologies, but we in the Broadcast Technology Society, we are facing them also now, you see. So the same thing I told you before, that about networking, about knowing people to solve problems, now that we are facing new technologies, that is very, very important for this new future we are facing, you see. Well, about substituting people. Well, that's a very interesting question and a very interesting topic for the society now and in the future, because it's said that artificial intelligence will substitute people, but as a matter of fact, I don't share that opinion. I mean, I think that it is going to make, and in fact it is making, our life easier. I mean, if your job can be substituted by a machine, well, okay, it's better, it's good, it can be done. You cannot, your future needs to be, you have not to be lazy. I mean, you have to find what you can creatively do. So something that cannot be substituted by a machine. So in some other fields, we see the eruption of artificial intelligence. Maybe it lowers some jobs positions, but it leverages many more specified maybe. So the challenge here is that people would study, would get prepared, and so they can work for this new work that is brought by artificial intelligence technologies. I mean the technology associated to AI. So I think that it's a very promising future. It's on us to face it. For instance, IEEE also has an ethics, it's working on an ethics code to work with artificial intelligence. I mean, the technicians or the engineers who are developing this work should adhere. There are many ethical problems there. And IEEE has a special commission to build some ethical codes for artificial intelligence, aimed to the engineers, to aid the engineers who will face those ethical problems. I want to exemplify now, but we can imagine many problems. I mean, should I program the car who will privilege my life or the life of someone else who is going to be crashed by my car? I mean, there are many problems there, and there will be much more that we still don't imagine. This morning we have a session from the Consumer Technology Association. We've been told that 20 years ago, I don't remember exactly the figures, but I think 60% of the people say they wouldn't like to have a big screen hanging in their wall. More amazing that more than 70% of the people wouldn't like to have merged the telephone with a tablet, touch screen, and that was 1998. So, and that's an official poll from the Consumer Technology Association, and that is incredible. Now we cannot imagine to have screens less than 40 inches, and we couldn't imagine our present without a smartphone. So there are many challenges that we will face in the following years, and not in the far future. Mm-hmm. Well, in the broadcast industry, working as an engineer, you have, what is important is to have a solid background. You must be solid in mathematics, physics, and now also we need to work in programming, because those are the basics for all fields in electrical engineering. So if you want to work in broadcasting, you have to be strong in this, because that will give you the background to face the new challenges and new technologies that will arise. For example, artificial intelligence that we have been talking a few minutes ago. For artificial intelligence, it will for sure be in the broadcast industry in the next years, but it hasn't been a few years ago. To know about artificial intelligence, you need to know algebra, probability and statistics, analytic programming. So probably it's not related to the skills you used to need a few years ago to work in the broadcast industry. But if you work in the broadcast industry, for sure, during your studies at the university, you have studied algebra, calculus, probability, statistics, and some programming. You see, so the basics are extremely important to face the future and the change the technology has permanently. Luckily, because that is what is attractive for us, for the engineers. Engineers about passion. We have passion about technology, passion for knowledge. We love studying new things, facing new challenges. So that is what is nice at our industry, and particularly the broadcast industry is also facing that challenge, you see. Yes, I wish that students interested in broadcast industry try to find, for example, a way to make practices in the industry that would give a good sense of what is feel in the industry, why it is nice to work in broadcasting. So maybe they can apply to a local TV station or to a local or to the telephone company or internet provider who supplies audiovisual contents, or to a OTT provider. So because all that, or to a TV producer of programs, so to get in contact with the technology that makes the content, from the production of the content to the delivery and to the consumption at the home. That is what that is the matter of the Broadcast Technology Society. So all that areas they are amazing to work. So the advice is to try to get some internship or practice in one company that is in that area, and to try also to discover in that area. Now the students will have a big opportunity to bring this new technology that we have been talking about to the companies, because that is something different than what it used to be. The knowledge before used to be in the elderly people, I mean, in the technical manager or the professor. Now the knowledge is spread all over the internet, so it's accessible for all of us. So it depends on you to know that and to know how to or where to apply it, you see. So that is something I think it's a good advice for a student to go to know about the field, to have to acquire the skills to work in broadcasting and so on, and then based on your experience, on what you have learned at the university, and based on your imagination and on your knowledge, what you have learned about the industry in internet or whatever, following YouTubers, the spark will get there, and you will imagine new things, you will make synapses, and you will imagine how to apply these new technologies to this new field, you see. So that's my advice, to encourage the young people to go there, to work, and to feel the passion about the broadcasting and this industry, and to discover the new challenges and to bring solutions to them. Okay?